Hi, I'm Craig Foster. I'm the founder of DynAlign Golf. And it's been said that you should not teach a model in golf because everyone is different. They have different ways of swinging, different putting strokes that can be successful. And that seems like a reasonable conclusion. But uh, on the other hand, we are overwhelmingly similar in the way our joints move. And DynAlign is the model that I teach, and DynAlign is uh, a way to stabilize motion in our joints so that we get more repetitive motion during the putting stroke. It's based on a universal mechanical principle. Anytime you want a machine to have repetitive, consistent motion, you have to tighten down the tolerances between the moving parts. An example is the front end of your car. You have to have the wheels aligned on the front end so you're not driving down the road making continual adjustments just to drive straight. Now, you can certainly get from point A to point B this way, but if you have the tolerances tightened up in the front end, then you can have a much easier journey. So that's basically what DynAlign does. It stabilizes motion. We have 13 major joints, and DynAlign stabilizes motion in 12 of the major joints. The 13th major joint, the neck joint, is not able to interfere with the putting stroke if you use DynAlign. If you're using traditional putting methods, and you raise your head up, it can pull your shoulder out of alignment and ruin your putting stroke. So people are taught to keep their heads stable, and that's something that we don't have that problem with DynAlign because we stabilize motion from the ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, and the elbow, which is critical joint because that controls the face angle, and then we stabilize in the wrist as well, so that when we're lined up over a putt, make our putting stroke, I can raise my head, I can look any way I want, and it's not going to really affect the system down here because it's all been stabilized. So what you see, the main model that's used on all the tours is to aim a putter first, step in, build the stance around it, gingerly grip the club. That's another thing. It's like, if you'll notice that players, after they aim the putter, they're just very careful about completing their grip because they don't want to disturb that alignment. It's kind of like they're defusing a bomb or something. And you're going to be in motion here, so it doesn't make any sense that you would have such a fragile beginning to your putting stroke. We aim the putter in DynAlign as the final step once we've stabilized all of our joints. So another big advantage of DynAlign is that it can cure the yips. Now, yips are involuntary motor response that can happen during a stroke, and it is, in my opinion, that is happens because it can happen because there is room for motion in these joints. And I know from personal experience how debilitating the yips can be. And that's part of the reason why and how I developed DynAlign is to overcome that. And it's not only can cure the yips, but it can allow an advanced elite players to be more efficient in their stroke and have less maintenance on it. So um, we don't have to practice hitting our start line uh, on and string drills, gate drills, and those kind of things because our stroke is very stable and it's very repeatable. And so you learn rather than aiming the putter first, you're going to learn a routine that stabilizes motion in these joints. And this will look very different than anything you see on TV, but the reason is that people don't use this yet. But DynAlign, it really reduces your maintenance time and how much you have to practice to keep your stroke stable. So if you'd like to learn more about the DynAlign technique, if you have the yips, I would highly suggest visiting my website at dynaligngolf.com. I have Zoom lessons available. And then I also have a lot of videos on YouTube. You search for Craig Foster Golf. also have Instagram and Twitter accounts at DynAlign Golf. So good luck with your putting. Thanks for watching.